Book 1. Book 3 has the long vowel sounds. A. Now, from the slides, I spoke about having short sound and long sounds. Books 1 and 2 carry the short vowel sound purposely, so they don't mix it up with the long vowel sound. So here they are learning now long vowel sounds. A says the long sound says the name of the letter, A. So you have A here, A and Y will say A, and the Y is silent. You tell them here, you're not hearing the Y sound, it says A. And we have tro, again, we have the blends. Remember, we use blends in book 2, so they know all the blends by now. And they could go on. You tell them A, is, is. You teach the sound in capital here. You could put it in red. I didn't get a chance to differentiate these, but I will be putting the ASE in red. I will do this in red and black as I had done previously. So children will see the difference. So you have is, the E is silent here. Ist, again the E is silent. Is, the E is silent. So you draw that to the child's attention. Aid, aid. Now when it was AD alone, it was add, but there's an E at the end, and it says because of the two vowels separated with a consonant, you have the long A sound. Ace, aid. Age, age, j. You're hearing a j sound now, not g. It's not egg, it's an age. And aid, j. A and E, you're hearing a j sound now. Ale, in. Now you, the adult, will have to become familiar with this and teach it to the children. If your child is still in my class, I'll be doing it, and then you will have to do the revision and the follow-up. And when school open, I plan to do work from 4 in the evening, so we have to make a new timetable for that. Ale and ape. Aim. And you notice A and E, the E is silent. Aim, aim. You're not hearing me. It's aim here, and you have to teach these by themselves. 8. Eve, Eid. Eve and Eid come in the same lesson. I had to put them together to make up the lesson, and it has in as well. They are older now, they are understanding now, so you could introduce more to them. And each. When E and A come together, they make one sound, E. Each, E. EA is two vowels here. So you hear one sound, E. Per E, sir E. And here you are, and N, E. This is a short sound here though. And, not end, end. Because I use it here. I put it, this, I'll have to modify this probably. I'll modify that and move that. eek, and een. You hear in the E sound. A is silent, een. So what they are doing here is learning the vocabulary and reading. A lot of words with E-boy. I, again, ice, I'd. You notice the silent letters coming in. So you teach the silent letters. Let them know some letters are silent. Ike, I and E, you get I sound only. So you have to teach sounds here. Ite and eind. Am I going too fast with this one for you all? Am I too fast?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, miss.
Okay, good.
No, ma'am.
So it goes right down similar. Let me go to you. You have some things different. One. And op, one. Here you're not hearing own. Ah. Oh yes. Own. But own. Own. It's spelled one like one, but it says own. But own. Ka own. And op. Let me go up further and see what it has here. Oak. Okay. Again, with the O and E, the E is silent here in oak. Are you noticing a common trend? Vowel, consonant, vowel, and the vowel at the end is silent. And this one is O. Low, O. No, this one is O. In the book two, yes, we had O, cow, bow, and some other words with OW. O, this one is O. Low, bow, mo. So this one says O. Glow, slow. Use, here in the U, and EW gives a U sound as well. So they will learn when they see EW coming together, you say U. Use, youth. Y, by, Y gives an I sound. Y is sometimes used as a vowel. You get a vowel sound, I. For example, in all these words, it says, Y here says I. Y with I sound. Y with an E sound. You have bunny, sunny, but it's a Y. So you have to let children become familiar with this. Marie, it's an E sound, but it's ends in Y, Marie. They don't sound it, they learn to spell it. Now, these are words again. I have words they need to learn to spell and say. All right. Any questions with this book? Any comments? I need feedback from you, you know.
No, miss. We good with it.
We good with it when you're ready to teach your children and help other children. I have one last thing to do, and I'm sorry I'm not seeing it here. Hold on, let me look for it here. Here it is. A guide to using vowel sounds for developing literacy. And this goes hand in hand with the reading books. So we have the short vowel sounds, and you notice it's two vowels coming together here. And similar, the reading books. We start with ab and ad, ag, am, an, and so on. So you get ba'an, ka'an, fa'an, and they learn here. So while you are reading with your children, book 1, you go to this and do some extra work with them. You all have this in your email. Short A sound again. This goes a little further. And, ang, ank, asp, ap, ash. These are in book 2, some of these. And in this letter sound thing book, you find the blends. And here is where you teach blends: gl, gr, st, sl, cl, and it has a lot of repetition. So it becomes easy for the child. Sp, short A sound. And then we go to the long A sound. Book 3 dealt with the long sounds. Ace, aid, age, ale, aid, aid. Again, you are seeing here now. This is a good booklet to teach from. Ace, what are you hearing? And you call Johnny's name. What are you hearing, Kavesh? I'm hearing Ace. Are you hearing the C, E? No, mommy. I am hearing Ace. AC, but mommy says no, it's Ace, and A spell A-C-E. And you do that with all of them. Ale. Are you hearing the I sound? No. Ale, A-I. When A-I come together, you hear A, ale. So we have short A, long A. Next page, long A, lots of long A. Short E. I start with E, C, D, egg, L, L, N. And you have simple words. You start with the first simple sound, and then the blends later on. All of them are like that. The blends come later on. So make reading easier for the child. E, long E. E by itself says E. E-A. E again. Eed, eam. E-A coming together. You are not hearing the A sound. You are only hearing the E sound. Actually, when I started teaching reading 1996, around there, this is what I started with. But not 5-year-olds, 7-year, 8-year-olds. I was doing this with them. Long E, and these are all of it. So you go and do all of them with the children. I am not saying you have to do this with the 5- and 6-year-olds, but as they grow up, you will have the booklet. Keep it as gold, and you'll be able to teach your child from it. Short I sound I, and we did that in the reading book where they did I and ip, I. You get more words here: inch, it, ing, ist, ish. Short I again, and then you get long I sound: ice, I, I. Look at this one, I-G-H. All you're hearing is I. G and H are silent. Ild. Hearing all 3 here. So some of them are silent, and some you are hearing all the sound. But how they will learn this too is by spelling it. Learning to spell. Behind, eind. I, you have a long I sound. Y here is added because it has an I sound. Right here I add the Y. I, die, I, lie, rise. Short O shouldn't give any problem. Oh, all of this you can see it. Oh, remember when we got a long O? like in bone. So they see the difference with long and short sounds. We have quite a bit with short O. Un, oop, oot, odd. Odd, odd. Oot, oop, un, odd, odd. Cord, odd, odd, oh. Yes, you're getting the O sound with odd. Awesome, not O. And here you have O as go, no, so. You see, you come back to like your alphabet words, O, ost, od. I used to do like maybe one page at a time with the children with these. But then they were children who 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, 8, 9, 10. Here you have OW again, but it's low, bow, mo, OW. So OW could give 2 sounds depending on the word, ow or O. U, short U, it says as in O. So they actually have to learn these things. On short U again, EW, U, blue, U. You're getting U here, flu, slew, U. You're getting the U there. So EW gives a U sound. And then we come with the long U sound. And it doesn't have much of the long U. Use, you, you'd, you'll. That's all I could have come up with. Other sounding word patterns you hardly find them in a book to learn them like this. But yes, they are word patterns. And what happened, I noticed I'm working with 10 to 12-year-olds who find problems in pronouncing the words in their books. And these sounds come up in their books and they don't know it. This here, orc and arch and up and all, they have to learn these sounds. S-I-O-N and T-I-O-N. I have a lot of 12 to 14-year-olds not sounding these properly. So you have to teach S-I-O-N is shun and T-I-O-N is also shun. Action, motion. I think it's coming to an end. And then you have words here that you have to just learn to spell. These are the sight words. All right, I need feedback. I've come to the end of the presentation. This is all I have on reading to start children learning to read. And once they master these, they will be very, very good to read anything. I need feedback. Please.
For me, the lesson was well put together. The reading lesson, which relates to the preschoolers, for me is very beneficial. I was happy to learn that for the letter sounds that we teach the short sound and not necessarily the vowel sound for now, for the preschoolers, that is. So that was a plus for me. And then the 2-letter words, which they would say, spell, and then say, and make simple sentences. So, and then the shorter sentences that with the pictures and everything. So that was wonderfully put together, Mom. I must commend you for that. And I do appreciate, I mean, all the time that you have put to get this done for us. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. The thing is, I love children, and I want children to succeed. Many people will ask me, why are you sharing this free? But it's my way of helping. And what I say, if I train the teachers, and I train 40 teachers will touch thousands of children's lives. And you parents, if I train 20 parents could train their 20 children and help other parents as well. So it's for us to just give back and help. Oh, and before I forget, I have something I want to show you. I am in an organization, it's called Satya Sai Institute of Education, West Indies. And we have workshops maybe twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, teaching education in human values. We have workshops for parents, we have workshops for teachers. We have workshops for community workers who want to help their community. I will share this flyer with you. It says the name of the organization and what we are doing, the values of truth, righteousness, peace, love, and nonviolence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our values we want to inculcate in our children. And we are running a course, and again, it's free from the 25th of September to the 30th of October on Saturdays from 6 p.m. It will be on Zoom. And I could send this form to you all, share it. And those of you who would like to register, please register so you could come to the class. Again, it's a free class. Yes?
Please do send it, send it fast, yeah. Thanks.
Yes, I will send it. I'll email it for you. And I also have what the lessons will include, what the lessons will entail. So you will have an idea what we are doing. And it would be nice for you parents to join in and learn. I taught this to my own children and taught it in Sunday school for years and years. I taught it at high school as well, and it made a very big difference to many, many children's lives. So I will share it with you all and hope that you all will attend. I also have it's a 60-something page document that we did with parents, how to deal with children now with stress. I hope I will find it and email it for you all one day. Any more comments? I want to hear the parents from the school. Ms. Shoma is a teacher actually, and she runs the naturalistic preschool, which I started. Parents, let me hear you now. Leandro's mom. I'll call names.
Hello, Miss Alisa here.
Yes, sweetheart. Alicia, who is your child?
Jelani and Aria Frederick. Okay, well, basically all the books that I went through, book 1 to 3, it basically straightforward, and it have things that I didn't really understand. Like certain words, how you put it together as the long and the short vowel songs. So now I have a better and a clearer understanding how to go about explaining how they should pronounce the word and breaking it up in syllables, pronouncing the black and the red. And one thing I wanted to find out beside the training that we get in here, like to improve a child handwriting, what would you recommend for a child that is 10 to 12?
I used to teach them.
Like a penmanship.
I used to teach the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. That one sentence have all the letters of the alphabet. And you will notice some letters join at the top, the O, the V, the W. So if you, the parent, write it properly and have them trace it, it will help. So they will see which letters join at the top, which join underneath. but the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog is one of the best sentences to use to teach writing.
Miss Excuse, could you also put that sentence in the chat for us, please?
Yeah, I will. I use that in standard 3 nonstop.
Thank you, Miss.
Michaela.
Good night, Miss.
Yes, good night, sweetie.
My name is Melissa. I'm Akela, mom. Well, this is really her first weekend start in your class. She start Friday. And it's very interested to her because it's like she gets in the words, she gets into pronounce it, and she's able to read much better. But like how you break up the words for her, she is able to read passages. Like every day I will give her one, how you send the whole booklet.
Right.
And she will go through them. So she almost done read out the readers too on her own.
Very good. She had to go to book 3. And then you have the long and short vowel sound. She has to go through that one. Very good.
Yeah.
Nema.
So that I made her start over from the beginning because when she started was page 17 it was on.
Yes.
And I made her go back over and start from the beginning of book 2.
Very good. Very good. Nema.
Hi, good evening, Miss.
Good evening.
Good evening to everyone else. Miss, really don't have anything to say more than I can't wait to apply what you did there with her and see how it works with her, if that makes sense.
How do you feel about now? How do you understand today's lessons in the books that could help you to help your child?
Okay. To be honest, I missed out part of it because I was seeing about the girls. But from the little bit that I did pick up or was able to hear within earshot, again, as I said, I want to apply it. I want to see, you won't know until you have to teach it. And see how it works with her, if she understands what I'm telling her. And then from there I would know, okay, yes, she's understanding what I'm explaining to her.
How old is your child?
6, sorry.
She's in the alphabet class.
Yes.
Okay, good. No problems. Kavesh. Hey, Ma.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
Well, basically, everybody covered it. I really appreciate what you are doing. It's very informative. And today's class, well, it helped me a lot because I have been trying to help him with his reading because, as I said, he didn't have any preschool experience with regards to that. And what he did today, it taught me a lot with the short vowel and the long vowel and how I should more focus on that. And I really appreciate it. So now I can also work with him together with you and make him a better reader.
Very good.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Rania.
When I am mommy here, well, basically, when I is 4, she will be turning 5 in October,
and
I must say again.
She's in my class, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
And I must say, she's a bit familiar with the sight words, but based on my experience, I must say there's a particular way you teach 4-year-old and 5-year-old, and I must say you're doing a very good job. I mean, the fact that you were stating, I came in a bit late today, but I could talk based on the classes before, where you would have them writing down the words at least 3-4 times. I thought that was only for 12-year-old, because I have an older son and he wrote essay. And that's what we used to do, write down the word 3-4 times for his spelling. And I never thought that, you could do that on a 4-year-old and 5-year-old based on what you taught me last week. So I must say I'm so thankful for all that you are doing for my daughter, and we look forward for all the other classes to come.
Let God give me the strength. Thank you, Rania. Anybody else want to make a comment before we close?
Hi again, Miss. This is Shanique's mommy. I found it was quite informative because, you know, normally as parents, we know how to read, but when it comes to that art, to teach someone, you would know the song of the word, but in terms of the rationale behind it, you may not know. So this was quite informative. What I also love is the fact that you were referring to speaking in sentences, because this is something that I have incorporated with my children. And a lot of times, what parents don't recognize is that children really do act out and speak based on what they hear.
Exactly.
So if you're at home, and even from a teacher perspective, if you're at home and you tell your child they are over there, when it's time to write, the confidence of the child, it's better because that child is comfortable when it's time in terms of processing their thoughts and then executing to write. But when the language at home is different from the standard English, children tell you quite often in the classroom, they say, Miss, I know what I want to say, no, but I don't know how to put it down.
Yes,
so if you practice that, if you practice it, because the thing is, our jargon is something easy.
You're muted. Miss Pierre, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, miss. So if you hear something such as your child saying, for example, I'm speaking about the language, and if at home you say they are over there, your child gets accustomed hearing that. So your child knows automatically when they say they know you're thinking about are, right? You're thinking about the plural. It just comes automatically to them.
Right,
but when your child are accustomed saying they're down there, when they are thinking that and then they have to write, they become a little intimidated and then they question themselves. The content is correct, but they know that the expression is standard English. And a lot of times children grapple with this. So if we can create an environment at home, even we ourselves, because our children really imitate us. Nothing is wrong with us saying we went down the road there.
They learn
yes, that is right. That is wrong with us saying we went down the road there, no. You know, but you want to teach them both. Teach them both so that they will be able to really execute.
You know what you
so this is just something I want to reinforce. Yes,
Thank
miss.
you very much. You remind me, normally in school, high school, I used to have competitions and give out little prizes when we had things in school going on, Diwali, Christmas, Carnival. You know, we have festivals going on, and to encourage children, and I will tell them to write. They write an essay, do an artwork or something. And it's like they come by me very silent by my ears. Miss, I want to do it, you know, but I don't know how to write it. That was common in high school. And one boy, I remember, he was singing. And I asked him to write this song for me. And brother man, not one word was an English word. He couldn't write, he couldn't spell, he couldn't read. And this is high school I'm talking about. So there's where I made the difference to come and teach reading to younger children, so they don't get into high school unable to read. And this is where it all starts. Anybody else want to make a comment before we close? Are we okay with everything? So I will send the flyer, I will send what the workshop will be all about, and you all could make an attempt to attend. I will be doing one of the workshops. We have other people in the group who will be doing workshops, and they are all trained people. All right, so do I say goodbye and have a good night?
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, miss.
Bye, baby.